That is a plane flying over the city. There it is, look at that. It's coming into land. Looks like it's going to hit something, doesn't it? Yeah, so it's got the same sort of grandeur about it as Buckingham Palace and places. It's behind those trees there. The whole thing is sort of blockaded off by a load of concrete barriers, and you can't drive down unless you've got permission. So I'm literally just walking the perimeter of the White House and surrounding buildings, and then I'm going to circle back and then do another half-hour walk, I guess, to my car. And I just hope it's not too far getting out the town, because I need to be at my next location in the next 60 minutes. And as a clue, the next place I'm going to try and get to is one of the most secure places on the planet, if Washington DC isn't already secure. And another interesting thing, they won't let me in the White House because I'm a foreign national, I'm British, but they will let me in this next location, which is super sensitive. Go figure. Yeah, so lots of Secret Service agents and that walking around that entrance of the building, and men in black, or whatever you want to call them. So obviously I'm trying to make good videos. If I had my way, this would be the best place to set my drone off from, but it will most certainly get shot down around here, or they'll trace it back to me, so there's no way I'm doing that. So this bit here, even the pedestrians can't go down there. There's a do not cross. There are no cars. It's literally just security personnel, secret agents, men in black, and there's a do not cross. You cannot get within 30 foot, 40 foot of the gate. But as I approach the touristy photo spot, this is the front of the White House, because what I saw before, I didn't realise at the time, was actually the back of it. Just coming up on it now, and there it is. What I call the thing, I found my way all the way here, and that is Trump's building beyond me. The White House, Washington DC. I'm now on New York Avenue, trying to find where I parked my car. Another half an hour walking. So I'm in the Pentagon car parking, strictly no filming, but when's it ever stopped me? There's definitely no parking around here. That's the Pentagon behind me. I got a couple of photographs of it on my first attempt getting in, and now I'm in the employee car parking area. That is the Pentagon behind me. That's probably the best I'm going to do, because they've made it impossible. I mean, basically I set the tour 6 months ago, and it was like in not approved condition until yesterday, so I was like, oh, maybe I'll head on down here, but I just can't get near it quick enough. So yeah, I did get approval yesterday for the Pentagon tour. That was for 3 o'clock this afternoon, and I meant to be there by about 2, quarter past, no later than 2:30. It's now about 4:30 in the afternoon. So I basically got stuck in DC trying to find my car, and I made my way across to the Pentagon. There's nowhere to park, it's employee parking only, and it's one of the most locked down, secure places in the world. So I went through the car park, and then the sat-nav sent me all the way back over towards DC again, and I figured it out and come all the way back. I just can't get near it. I give up. So I've seen the building. I didn't realise until yesterday that I was able to get on the tour. It's only like an hour long. I'm not going to see anything that spectacular. I definitely would not be allowed to film it, or take any camera equipment in whatsoever. So on the way past the Pentagon the first time, when it detoured me back into DC, I saw the Lincoln Memorial bit, and there's parking there, and there's bits where people can get a drink and relax. So I might do that instead. So I'm going to try and pop that in my sat nav. So I might just enjoy the early part of the evening there. So not a bad day after all. Right, so I've been looking for somewhere to park for the last 2 hours, but DC is an impossible city for that. So obviously I was trying to get to the Lincoln Memorial, but if you make one mistake on their road system, it just sends you miles out the way through the city. The thing is, the Lincoln Memorial is so close to the White House, and there's so many restricted roads. And anyway, so I found somewhere I think I can park. That's Marina 1, on one of them. And then coming the other way, and that's a commercial airliner coming the other way in the same airspace within about 30 seconds. Whoa. Right, so I'm near all the main attractions, near the Washington Monument, the Lincoln Memorial. I'm probably only about 5 minutes walk from the White House. Yet, there's one street I found where you can park, and it took me ages to find it, and a lot of driving around because I don't know the area, but I soon worked it out. Found a place, found the machine, bought the tickets on the car. You got people playing volleyball, just locally here, and in the other direction behind me you've got the I think that's all the skyscrapers in the city of Washington DC. I'm going to find somewhere to get something to drink and something to eat, and I'm going to enjoy the nice evening and the sunset here in Washington DC. No doubtedly that's on its way to the White House. Can't believe they're operating a helicopter very close, definitely within 1,000 feet of commercial airplanes, which I flew that route in because I came to the city centre airport. It's literally just landing. It literally comes, on the way in, it comes through the skyscrapers over there, over the city, over the water. You can see the Washington Monument so close and everything as you're coming into land, and then you just tuck it in and land on the runway, not more than half a mile over there. And there's the helicopter coming again. Wow, how insane is that? Aha, a cafe and gift shop. Just a nice cold drink, and I'm going to head over to that, which is the Lincoln Memorial, or the Lincoln statue, you know, the one where he's sitting down. Right, so over there you've got the Capitol building and the Washington Monument, and behind me we have the Lincoln Memorial, which I'm going to go in a second. If you just look over my head, you'll see a plane is about to, I don't know if you can see that on camera, but that is really low for DC. And that, I believe, is a Virgin plane, so yeah, I saw Southwest earlier, and I flew that route on the way into DC. So, I'm really amazed they're allowed to fly that low, considering you're like seconds away from all the big monuments here. Wow. Right, so that's a much better view of the Washington Monument than I had earlier. As you can see, you've got the waterway behind me, and I've got the monument just there, and behind that you've got the Capitol building that I was at this morning. So well worth the effort because it's now evening and it just looks beautiful. Okay, I mean these steps that I've just gone up, they remind me kind of the steps from Rocky. But that's a whole different story, that is. Lots of tourists around here. I don't really consider myself a tourist considering I drove here completely on my own from scratch and found my way all the way to this destination without any tourist vehicles, buses or guides. Google came in handy, to be fair. It looks like it was much bigger in real life, sort of a giant in size. I know it's a statue and it isn't to actual life size. So I've walked off down the side because I like to explore. And I noticed there's a light coming from like behind it to give it a bit of ambience. And you know, maybe in me I just want to see what's there. Obviously it's a light, and there it is, a couple of lights behind the statue to give it a bit of illuminance. But do I really want to be standing where all the tourists are? All snapping photos, well I have already, but yeah, all snapping photos from the one position that everyone has seen. Right, so that's most things done, and it's now early evening, so I'm going to sit here and watch it get a little bit darker. I've got about 40 minutes before my ticket expires on my car, so I'm going to sit here for about 20 minutes and watch this beautiful view behind me of the Washington Monument and the reflection pool. And then I'm going to take a nice slow leisurely walk back to the car and then return to my Airbnb. But what a way to see the sun go down. So yeah. Right, so as awesome as that behind me is, I need to head back to the car. So I've got 8 minutes to do a 10-minute walk. I better get cracking. Get down these steps without breaking my neck. So almost back. Skyline of DC in front of me. Look at that sunset. Wow. I can see the car, it's still there. From my experiences today driving around DC, it's a very difficult place to park, especially if you're trying to see touristy stuff. This road seems to allow it, but it's the only one, and it took me 2 hours to find something. So I'm glad I persisted and that I kept looking, because sometimes persistence pays off. Right, so wow, what an awesome day it's been. I mean, it's awesome because I'm in the US, but wow. So I've got to get back to my Airbnb, as I've done so many times on this trip, and then I've got to book my next one. So the time I get in and have something to eat and shower and then get everything booked for tomorrow and for the next few days, it's going to be midnight, so no time to edit again. So never mind. So yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. My YouTube channel is somewhere down the bottom here, and that is youtube.com/WesleyJago. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Washington Boulevard.
I'm glad I got these bottle openers now from NASA. Cheers. Going through a tunnel. Hey. Let's hope the wind is still what that sounds like.